I'm Wendy Gordon in the History Department at SUNY Plattsburgh. Success in any college class requires effort and planning. This quick video gives you some tips to get started. To succeed in any college class, you need 5 things. Show up on time, manage your time, be ready to learn, make a community, and plan to succeed. Attending is the most important thing that you can do. Get to the classroom, sit down on time, be prepared. If you miss a class, reach out to the professor, reach out to your classmates to see what you missed. Time management can be difficult for college students. You're in a classroom for 3 hours a week, but you should be spending another 6 hours preparing for that class. That's a total of 9 hours of commitment for each 3-credit class. Make a schedule for how you're going to spend that time. On this calendar, the history study time is shown in yellow. There are 3 things that you might do during your study time. You can read, you can work on history projects, and you can review in preparation for class. When you're reading, set yourself up in a quiet space. Multitasking isn't a thing. Make sure that you can focus on the reading that you're doing. Take notes while you read. It will help you keep track of the major arguments of the text that you're working on. Read with a goal in mind. Are you trying to understand the story? Are you trying to figure out the economic details? Do you want to know how this chapter connects to the next chapter? Make sure that you know why you're reading to help what you read make sense. When you're working on projects, the first thing you need to know is that it's okay to ask for help, whether it's from your professor or from your classmates. If you're not sure what you're supposed to do, reach out for help instead of putting it off for later. Get yourself and your personality involved in your projects. Be creative with it. You don't necessarily need to do exactly what's on the assignment sheet. If you have an idea, talk with your professor. It might be okay. Make sure that you're doing work that you're proud to turn in. Don't just meet the minimum standards. Do something that you feel like you want to put up on the refrigerator and brag about. Reviewing for class can be confusing. You've already read that material. Why should you do it again? If you look at material immediately before the class, it's fresh in your mind and you're ready to participate. Make a note, especially if you're shy. Make a note about a question that you want to ask or an idea that you have. Reviewing is also a good time to get together with friends and say, here's what I thought about that assignment, or I have this question. Do you know the answer? If you don't, it's a good thing to ask the professor. When you enter the classroom, you need to be ready to learn. Don't come in and sit in your desk like a passive lump and wait for the information to wash over you. You should be curious about the material that you're about to learn. You should be brave. Be ready to ask a question. I swear to you, no one in the classroom is judging you. They're not going to remember if you make a silly mistake. And odds are very good you're not going to make any silly mistakes. Remember that nobody expects you to know everything right now. That's why you're in a history class. Have the humility to understand that there are things for you to learn, that the professor has valuable information to give to you, even if you already had a history class before. The new semester is a fresh start for everybody. The professor doesn't know you, your classmates don't know you. You can come in and be a perfect student, and nobody's going to say, oh, that's weird. What happened to that person I used to know? Just come in and be ready to learn. You're in a classroom for a reason. You're in a classroom because there are people around you, and you will enjoy any class. You will enjoy material more if you have made friends in the classroom to enjoy it with. The professor is a part of your community. Go to the professor when you need to understand what's going on, when you didn't get the content, if you don't know what the assignments are, if you have a problem with your roommate, if you've got some college-related issue, reach out to the professor. But your classmates are your peers and are the people that you should be reaching out to for help with studying, for trying out your project ideas, sharing a workload. If it's a shared project, it's that much easier to complete. And simply having fun in the class is a lot more fun if you've talked to the people next to you. Finally, make a plan to succeed. Don't hope it's going to happen. Don't be vague about it. Sit down today, go through your syllabus, schedule your time, put the important due dates in the calendar, meet your classmates, decide that you're going to come to the class with a positive attitude. Every time you stumble on this, get up and start over again. Every day is a new day to succeed in college.